present. A very warm welcome to all of you. خاصة لأحبائنا وأصدقائنا زملائنا من فلسطين. نرحب بكم جميعا. We welcome you, a very warm welcome to South Africa. I think you guys just arrived today. So you are with friends, you're far away from home, but you are with friends. BDS is one of a number of organizations. Sorry, Ambassador Dajani, I'm sorry. Yes, okay. سامحني. The Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions South Africa is one of a number of organizations that is very active in South Africa on the question of Palestine solidarity. We come to the question of Palestine from two angles. The one is politically, ideologically, we recognize that we are part of an international community. The forces that operate against humankind are international in nature. The working class of the world, the marginalized communities of the world, have a responsibility to also work with each other across borders, across boundaries, across ethnic and racial lines, so that we can all effect our own emancipation. But far more important than this is our South Africanness and our South African history. Both the similarities in the oppression that our country experienced at the hands of apartheid and at colonialism, but equally in the means that was adopted to bring about the liberation in our country. One of the most important ways in which our country's liberation struggle was supported was the international boycott movement. The African National Congress, the leading component of the liberation struggle, drew its own strength in exile from ordinary church communities, from ordinary local municipalities in various parts of the world, other than the more serious military forms of support that they got from countries like Algeria, countries like the Soviet Union, and the more serious financial support that we got from countries from the Nordic countries. And so our struggle is a struggle that was won on the streets of our own townships, yes, but also on the streets of Londonderry, on the streets of Stockholm, on the streets of Amsterdam, on the streets of New York. And so we have recognized the affinity, the connection between both the system of oppression that we have experienced and the system of oppression that Palestinians are experiencing on a daily basis. Our affinity is on that basis, but our affinity is also on the basis of what was it that assisted us in our struggle for liberation. And so the call to boycott, divest from, and impose sanctions against Israel was a call that came from Palestinian civil society. It is the call that all of Palestinian society are united on. BDS South Africa is one organization that is trying to give effect to that call. But as I was saying, we are one of a number of organizations in South Africa, including one of the groups that's co-hosting this event tonight, the Palestine Solidarity Association.